Let me ask you a very simple question. If an election is declared peaceful and credible, why is one party heading to court with video evidence? Another politician begging the British Crown not to legitimize Nigeria's president? Anti-graft agents are arresting people with bags of cash beside polling units. And the president himself is already celebrating victory even before the election result was announced. Because what just happened in the Federal Capital Territory is not just about local council elections, it is about power, perception, money, and control ahead of 2027. Today, we are connecting the dots between four major developments that many people are pretending are not related, but they are absolutely are. Let's start from where the trouble began. So, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission was busy doing what many Nigerians believe should have happened long before election day. They arrested 20 suspects during the FCT council elections. Their crime: vote buying, vote selling, and obstruction of officers. And the numbers are shocking. 17.2 million naira was recovered in total. One suspect alone was caught with 13.5 million naira inside the car parked right beside a polling unit in Kwali. Let that sink in. A polling unit, a parked car, 13.5 million naira in cash. Arrests were made across Abaji, Gwagwalada, Kuji, and Kwali, the same places where political parties are now arguing about credibility and intimidation. EFCC says investigations are ongoing and suspects will be charged to court. EFCC says investigations are ongoing and suspects will be charged to court. But here is the real question nobody wants to answer. If vote buying was this open, this bold, and this well funded, how many people were not caught? Because when money enters the polling units, democracy quietly leaves through the back door. Now, the dust has barely settled from the February 21st area council elections in the Federal Capital Territory, and already, the People's Democratic Party is heading straight to court, not with complaints, not with excuses, but with what they claim is video evidence. According to the PDP, this election was not lost fairly, it was taken. Voting took place across all 6 areas councils: Abaji, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Biwari, Gwagwalada, Kuje, and Kwali. When results were announced by Independent National Electoral Commission, the picture was clear. The All Progressive Congress swept most of the councils. APC won Abaji, Amak, Biwari, Kwali. PDP managed to secure only Gwagwalada. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Despite losing the majority, PDP still congratulated its winners, especially Mohammed Kashim in Gwagwalada, but they described that single victory as being achieved under what they called unprecedented intimidation, high-powered money politics, and basic executive brigandage. Those are not light words. The party says armed security personnel were allegedly used to cut away result sheets, intimidate voters, influence collation, and according to PDP, this is not hearsay. They claim they have visual recordings to prove it. A special legal team has now been set up, led by National Legal Advisor Shari Burayu, and PDP is warning its candidates: act fast or lose your chance at the tribunal. But the most dangerous part of PDP's statement is not even the allegations, it is the warning. They say the voter apathy we saw is not accidental. It is a response to what they describe as an anti-people electoral act, and that what happened in these local elections may be a preview of 2027. In other words, if nothing changes, the bigger election may be worse, and why this court battle is loading. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has already declared the exercise a success. In an official statement issued by Presidential Advisor Bayo Onanuga, the president praised Nyesom Wike, saying his achievement in the FCT delivered political dividends for the APC. Translation: the result justified the strategy. Tinubu congratulated APC leadership, praised INEC, commended security agencies, and described the elections as peaceful and credible. He urged winners to govern with humility and called the mandate a sacred trust. And here lies the contradiction. One side is shouting intimidation, another is showing video evidence. An anti-graft agency is recovering millions in cash, yet the president says democracy has been strengthened. So the question Nigerians must ask is simple: which version of reality are we supposed to believe? Because if this is what local council elections look like, then 2027 is not coming quietly. Now, a completely different drama was unfolding thousands of kilometers away. former Senator Dino Melaye decided to internationalize Nigeria's political crisis. In an open letter addressed to King Charles III, Melaye called for the cancellation or postponement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's proposed state visit to the United Kingdom. That is not protest, that is escalation. Melaye argues that Nigeria is currently too unstable, politically, economically, and security-wise, for a ceremonial royal reception. According to him, terrorism, kidnappings, inflation, and public distrust in democratic institutions make such a visit not just inappropriate but insulting. He went further. He warned that hosting Tinubu at the highest ceremonial level would be seen by many Nigerians as foreign endorsement at a time when the president leadership is deeply controversial. Corruption allegations, questions about academic records, political funding disputes. Melaye claims that a state visit would send the wrong message, especially as the country heads toward the 2027 elections. And let's be clear, this letter is not really about Britain. It is about legitimacy. It is about who gets to look powerful, respected, and accepted, even while Nigerians at home are struggling to survive. No response yes for Buckingham Palace, no response yes for the presidency. But while one man is warning the world not to legitimize power, this is no longer about PDP versus APC. It is about whether elections still reflect the will of the people or the weight of power, money, and influence. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe these elections were credible, or are we watching democracy being slowly negotiated behind closed doors? Like the video, subscribe, and share this with someone who still believes elections don't matter, because they do, especially when they stop working.